aka Geeks.
Hey everybody, welcome to aka Geeks. This is real news, and I'm Sean. Let's get into the movie news, you guys. Thor and Jane Foster have broken up. As you guys know, Natalie Portman was not going to reprise her role in Thor Ragnarok, and it has now come to a head. This was part of that Entertainment Weekly review. This news is just coming out. I haven't bought and I'm not a subscriber to Entertainment Weekly, so I'm just hearing this news this week. It's that they've actually broken up off screen. Kevin Feige had some interesting words to say regarding this situation. We wanted Thor to encounter somebody that was near his equal, and that his relationship with Jane may have evolved in unexpected ways in between the Dark World and Ragnarok, and we wanted to pit him against a character who is much more his equal, in many ways his superior. Valkyrie is trying to not embrace any sort of Asgardian heritage that she has. Thor thinks maybe that will create a bond between them, and on the contrary, she wants to forget it all entirely. So what Feige is saying with that is that, well, on one hand, Jane Foster is not equal to Thor. Thor's not equal to Jane. Jane is much more smarter than Thor, and she's a different type of person, and she is much more advanced in that aspect. While Thor, on a muscular, physical attribute type of level, and what he can do physically, is more heightened than she is. While with Valkyrie, she is more on Thor's level with her physicality, with what she can do with her being. And so I think that they are trying to see what will happen there. Not necessarily will it be a love connection, but there's a possibility. To be honest, I'm quite okay with this. There has been a lot said regarding Natalie Portman over the past few years, and at one point, Natalie Portman even said in an interview that as far as she knows, she's done with the Marvel movies. So it's something that it kind of seems natural to me. I'm okay with it. I would like to see where Thor goes, being by himself, and possibly seeing what other types of interests there are. Is Valkyrie going to fight for his affection? Is there even going to be Valkyrie wanting his affection? And then what about Sif? Is she going to come back into the picture? I would like to see some of that going on. I'm very excited for Thor. With other information that came out previously from the EW interview, it's got me raring to go. I can't wait till November. I'm really super excited for this film. Alright, let's jump over to the DCEU. The DCEU has been very discombobulated as of late. They don't know who's directing what. They don't know what direction they're going in. They don't know when movies are coming out. As evidence of that, Aquaman's release date has been pushed back from October 5th to December 21st, 2018. This is 2 months. I'm okay with 2 months pushing it back. Maybe they foresee something coming up that they want to make sure they have enough time to do that. They want to work on some things. I'm okay with that. But again, this just spells something of a bigger problem that could be coming from this news. Like with everything that's been going on with the Batman and Ben Affleck and the director of that and everything else with the DCEU, this is just another issue going on in the DCEU. Hopefully they can overcome it, but again, one more issue added to the list. We're just writing them down to keep track nowadays. Now, sticking with DCEU, Man of Steel 2. It was originally titled, and it was supposed to come out at the sequel to Man of Steel was supposed to be BVS, but then that kind of slightly changed. It wasn't necessarily stated that this is the sequel, and that ended up being more of a precursor, a prequel to Justice League. So we got that, but we still haven't got a Man of Steel sequel. So that's still on the docket, and what's been said by the people at Collider is that WB is looking at Matthew Vaughn and they want him to direct it. Now this is rumor mill kind of information because nothing's set in stone yet. There are no deals that have been signed yet. So this is just talking right now. I like what Matthew Vaughn has done with Kick-Ass, what he did with First Class. I like what he does when he's behind the camera. I think this would be a great choice for him. I think that they'd be very smart to choose him. But again, none of this is set in stone and none of this has been finalized. Now, sticking with stuff that is concerning Henry Cavill, not sticking in the DCEU though, Henry Cavill has now joined the cast of Mission Impossible 6. I actually really like this news. He will be playing somewhat of a right hand to Tom Cruise's Ethan. I'm looking forward to this. I've been really liking all the Mission Impossible movies lately. I like Henry Cavill as an actor. from what he did in Man of Steel to what he did in Man from U.N.C.L.E., I really like seeing him portray and show different sides. I think what he did in Man from U.N.C.L.E. is entirely different from Man of Steel, and I want to see him continue to build on that acting portfolio. I really like what he does. I'm really excited about this. Last bit of news this week is that it's just a little cool one for me. I like it. Power Rangers coming out in a couple weeks on the 24th. They have announced that there is a post-credit scene, so when you go to see that film, stick around. All right, guys, now on to the trailer segment this week. First trailer that caught my attention this week. This one's awesome. It's very reminiscent of something, and for good reason. It's very reminiscent of John Wick, but that is for good reason because it is directed by David Leitch. He is the director of John Wick 2, co-director of John Wick, the first one, the original. This one's called Atomic Blonde. If I didn't say that previously, it's starring Charlize Theron, has James McAvoy in it, has some good actors in it, and in the trailer, it has some awesome action. And I think it was on AMC when I first saw this trailer the other day, and I was really surprised because the trailer is not a restricted trailer. It says at the end of the trailer, go to the website to see the restricted trailer. But in this trailer, they were showing moves from like John Wick, some gun fu, and her shooting dudes and blood splatter. It was a trailer on cable TV at not a late hour of the day, and I felt like I was stuck in an episode of Dexter, but in a good way. So I'm really excited about this one. I want to see what Charlize Theron has to do, has to go with this film, has to provide for us. Word is that after filming and shooting, she actually had to have surgery from the stunts that she did on this film. That's awesome to hear. That means she's really diving into her craft, and that makes me really pumped for this film. The second trailer that caught my attention this week is a movie by Edgar Wright. It is called Baby Driver. This one has an all-star cast. It starts off with the main character, Baby, Ansel Elgort, Jamie Foxx, John Hamm, John Bernthal, Kevin Spacey, Lily James. This cast is bananas. Great little cast. The trailer looks awesome. He looks like he is a skilled driver who is overcoming some odds from, personal conflictions, accidents that have happened in his past, and he has been able to hone his craft, become a guy that has a one purpose, but he's able to make an awesome living and live an awesome life, meets the love of his life, and they put all this together in the trailer, and it looks awesome. I'm really excited about this one. This one just looks like a really cool, awesome film. I really like this trailer. I definitely want to see more. This was a really good story trailer for its first trailer, really good story trailer. I want to see more about the film and find out a little bit more, but I'm definitely excited for this one. Alright guys, now on to the in-theater segment. There's only one movie in theaters this week that caught my attention. It is Beauty and the Beast. I actually went to go see this last night. You will be getting a thorough spoiler-filled review by Lynn and I this weekend. I can't wait to talk about it. Just going over all the things in my mind, and I just can't get it out of my mind. I can't wait till I get to talk about this, put this up, and hopefully Lynn and I have a great conversation about it. You guys should check out that video on our YouTube channel sometime this weekend. Alright guys, so that's it for this week's episode of Real News. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe buttons down below. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions in the comment section. Let's have a great conversation about all the topics I discussed today, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.
aka Geeks.